Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are doing an ultimate comparison between the WF-1000xm3s, the WH-1000xm3s, as well as the AirPods. So two things. First, I'm sorry for the background noise. My room is not soundproof and everyone's at home right now doing their work, so they're kind of noisy in the other room. And number two is I currently own the Airpods 2 Gen 2, but I will be throwing the Airpods Pro into this entire comparison just because I feel like the Airpods Pro is more relevant in this entire comparison. So yeah, just take this as the Airpods Pro. You know, I don't have it with me. You can find out in my previous video why I returned it. So I've always found it hard to choose the best audio device, to get the one that suits me the best. There are just so many factors to look at: the price, the sound quality, convenience, comfort, value for money. All of those play into how I decide what is best for me. So besides the price, everything else is subjected to personal preferences. So firstly, pricing. These are the retail prices that I found, but you can definitely get this at a much lower price. I know I may be cheap, but I'm thinking for you guys as well. Don't ever buy at retail price. You can always get it cheaper. Wait for the sales. If you're in Southeast Asia, Q10 or Lazada usually sells the WF and WH for a much lower price, and on those sites you can actually find the AirPods Pro at like a 15% discount. Pricing eventually becomes more important when you consider the functions and convenience and other things that these guys offer, and that's what we call value for money. So sound. WH-1000xm3s, this pair is still my favorite so far. Yeah, even the WF-1000xm3s cannot beat these. I don't think anything so far has beaten the WH, and because this is an over-head earphone, over-ear headphones, and that is why this gives me a very good, a very whole, very full sound. It's like a surround sound, which I really like. And the thing is, everything is so clear on this pair of headphones. I can hear like the teeny tiny details, every single sound. I can hear it so well, and that's why this is my favorite pair to listen to music, to edit, to like watch movies, everything. This is perfect. The best noise cancellation still goes to this baby, the WH, because it's like it covers my entire ears. It's really hard for other noise to get in unless there is a baby crying at a really high pitch. Then this will struggle. But yeah, usually the ANC on this would help to block out babies crying on planes. I've attested to this, but it was because the baby was like sitting really far from me. So this is still the best. I love this so much. And I would say the AirPods Pro as well as the Sony WF-1000xm3s are around the same with ANC. Both like have very similar features. They have the transparency or ambient mode. I would definitely rate them on par. Okay, comfort. So the AirPods as well as the WH-1000xm3s are my top favorites, because there is no pain and I don't feel tired wearing them. I feel comfortable. There's no headaches when I wear this. On the other hand, the WFs, because it's an in-ear earbud and it doesn't really quite fit my ear that well, even though I chose the best like ear tip size for my ear. So I have to squeeze and fit and adjust the ear tips to fit my ear. So it gets kind of painful and my ears gets tired after wearing this for long periods of time. So that is why this is just not that comfortable for me. So next, convenience. What I really love is that on the AirPods as well as the WFs, music pauses when you remove them from your ears. And this is not applicable for this, but honestly it doesn't really matter because the sound on this just like slays all the other functions. Okay, I digress. Simple touches like this makes things so convenient and so much easier for users to use. All three of them has touch gestures, so it makes things very convenient. You don't have to reach for your phone to increase the volume or skip tracks. Very nice. However, the AirPods are still my favorite when we're talking about convenience because the Apple ecosystem. So two things. With the Apple ecosystem, the setup is a breeze. You only have to set this up once on your iPhone, open this up, and instantly your phone will detect that there is a AirPods nearby and ask you to connect it. And after that, you don't ever have to pair it with any other Apple devices. It will just appear on the Bluetooth settings because iCloud and like that whole Apple ecosystem thing. So that is something I really love. And the second great thing is when you want to switch from listening on your phone to listening on your iPad or your laptop or your Mac, you simply have to go to the device that you want to listen on and click connect. So it saves you an extra step of like disconnecting and connecting. On the other hand, on the Sony's, you have to add an extra step. So basically you have to disconnect it on your phone and then go to your laptop to connect it again. It's an extra step. It may seem like a very small thing, but if you do this a lot throughout the day, you will notice that like this is much more convenient than these. Yep, and you would really appreciate how great the Apple ecosystem is. Like, I don't think that there is any other ecosystem that's like quite as convenient or simple to use as the Apple's ecosystem. Yeah, love it. So here is the battery life comparison. They are very similar, especially for the WFs as well as the AirPods. But my favorites are still the AirPods as well as the WH. Now, I'm not talking about how long the battery lasts, I'm talking about how easy it is to check the battery life, because it matters a lot to know when you can start using them after charging it. For the AirPods, you can easily check the battery life on the case as well as the earbuds on your phone or on your computer, whereas on the other hand, as I mentioned in my previous video, the WFs, you literally have to take them out of the case so that it turns on and then connect it to the Sony app on your phone, not even on your computer. You can't even check the battery life on the computer. And so yes, it makes it very inconvenient to know when you can actually start using the earbuds for good. The WH is also one of my favorites because it has a really long battery life. It doesn't run out easily, and you simply press on this left button to check the battery life as much as you want. So it's pretty great. So next, connectivity. I think all three fares around the same in terms of that. I paired all three to my phone and I took a walk around my house, and the connection drops when I hit the kitchen. However, in my use of this, my extensive use of this, I realized that this doesn't connect that well with my computer. Connection drops off very frequently during like an edit session, and this has audio lag. So wouldn't recommend it to edit videos or watch movies on your computer at all. Yeah. Next, size. I would say that I would prefer the AirPods or the AirPods Pro over any of them because this is still definitely heavier than the AirPods. The AirPods line is definitely the lightest, smallest to bring around, and what's more, they charge wirelessly. So like you can, awesome! This doesn't even charge wirelessly, but it does come with a USB-C connection, so that's great as well. But this, even though it's not that portable, it still comes with a case, a very nice case that you can put it in, pack it in, but this just isn't as like tossable as your AirPods, which I love to toss. And I hope I don't drop it. Gym friendly. I would always choose the AirPods over any of these because of just how lightweight and how nicely it fits in my ears. Again, that's just for my ears. I have tried gymming with this, like lifting weights, doing squats. This never falls out, but I'm always worried that it might. This is definitely bigger than the AirPods. So like it's like an additional weight in your ears. When you're working out, you're already so sweaty and you don't want to have like the additional weight. And the WH, well guys, come on. Will you really gym with a headphone? I mean, like, just for me, I feel like never, because it's just disgusting. Like, imagine all your sweat and stuff. Oh, one thing, this is not sweat resistant, whereas the AirPods Pro, they are sweat resistant. And no, yeah, if we're talking about sweat, are you sure you want to have sweat all over the earmuffs? Like, guys, it's like such an expensive product. I wouldn't ever do this to this. I would feel disgusted by my own sweat on this. So no. So ultimately, I choose audio devices for what I use them for. I edit a lot and I love using the WH to edit because I can hear every single sound and like there's noise cancellation, so I don't feel like disrupted by my surroundings. And I love the AirPods when I'm traveling around, up and about, walking on the bus, in the train, in the planes, although now, no planes. This is just so light and so tossable. Throw it in your backpack, throw it in your pocket, it's just there, it's so light, it's so small. And the reason why I would choose the AirPods Pro over the WF-1000xm3s is for the comfort as well as the Apple ecosystem. Although I would still say that the WF fares better in audio quality, but I wouldn't say this is significantly better than the AirPods Pro. And yeah, even if I'm comparing the AirPods Gen 2 with this, I would still prefer the AirPods Gen 2 because I can live without ANC and I don't mind having a poorer audio quality because this just works with all my devices. It's so light, it's comfortable. That's why this over this. So another question is, do you wait for the Mark IVs, the next generation of the Sony WH line? So there was a leak in early March, if I'm not wrong. The Mark IVs are rumored to have longer battery lives, 40 hours. The power consumption is dropping from 8 watts to 2 watts. So that is probably one reason for the increase in battery life. And the Mark IVs will support Bluetooth 5.0. So if you have a friend who also owns the Mark IVs, you guys can listen to music, the same music from a single phone at the same time. So that's something kind of awesome. But the thing is, your phone would need to support that. Honestly, for me, I don't think I will use that because if I want to listen to music with a friend, I will usually blast the music on the speaker so that everyone can hear. But then again, I see why people would want it, especially if you are in the plane and you want that noise cancellation and you want to watch the same movie on that same screen. Bluetooth 5.0 would be awesome in that case. The leaks also mentioned that the design of the Mark IVs will be very similar to the Mark IIIs, but currently I just feel like the Mark IIIs are so good already. The noise cancellation, the audio quality is top notch, gold standard, perfect. Love it. And so I feel like if you really need a headphone right now, you can just get this because you never know when the Mark IVs are going to be released. They say it may be released end of the year, but who knows guys, who knows. So that's been it. If you like, you can check out my full review of the WF-1000xm3s. It's on the channel. Check it out if you like. I know that there are a lot of crazy tech stuff right here, but I swear I'm not the crazy kind of person who buys and gets every single tech stuff that I want. I understand that like sometimes we just want the best thing that suits us the best. And so yeah, I hope this video really helped you guys make the decision for yourself. Let me know if you have any other questions in the comments below. Stay maintained, cheery, stay safe, all of y'all. Have a great day. Bye.
You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing and able to do what you want. You think I'm a thinker, but